Hey, y'all. It's Michelle from Monkey's Creations. Come on in. We've got a penguin today. Look how cute that is. Isn't that adorable? Hello, everybody. What's up? Come on in. We are going to do a penguin today. This adorable little face. It is available on my website in the 6-inch and the 8-inch. We are using the 6-inch today, and I'm going to show you how we do that. Good morning, everybody. First, I'm going to show you the kits. I released kits early this week because I will not be live Friday. So kits are available now. We've got the first one is the Hocus Pocus with this ribbon, and it comes with the lime green and black. And they all come with a 14-inch Wreath of Joy frame and your zip ties. So that is number one. Number two is the cute little ghost. Isn't it adorable? Hello. And it comes with the orange and the white. And then I had to bring a witch into the mix. So we've got the witch and the pumpkin, and it comes with the green and the black. And then my favorite, because y'all know I love me some candy corn. So we had to do a candy corn kit, right? So we've got the trick or treat. And it comes with the yellow and orange. I said it right. I kept saying yellow in my head. That way it would come out right. So all of these are available on my website, monkeyscreations.com. And I will be doing the candy corn live with y'all Wednesday. And then we will have a pre-recorded video on Friday because we're having a garage sale. And I'm taking a ton of craft stuff. So if anybody lives in the area and you want to come to the garage sale, let me know and I will send you the address. We're going to be at Tay's house. I'll let you know where that's going to be. So for the penguin, we've got this face, and I am using 2 of the 10-inch Wreath of Joy frames. So it's going to kind of sit just like that. And we are using Tulle. Let me get this frame out of the way. So I've got some black, and it has the glitter in it, if you can see it. So we're using the black glitter Tulle, and then we're just using the plain old white. So I've already made up most of these bundles, but I'm going to show you how I'm doing it, and then we're going to put this little guy together. And last year I showed y'all how to use a flower pot to make the scarecrow hat. This year we're using the other flower pot to make the hat for the penguin. So stay tuned. At the end, I'm going to show you how we're going to do the hat from a flower pot. Because why not, right? All right. Hey. Good morning. Let me bring everybody down. and we will get started. So I'm going to put this little guy, put him behind me. Y'all remind me, I put the face behind me, okay? Because y'all know I'm going to forget. So what I'm thinking, y'all just have to follow me for a minute. So our face is going to go here. So I'm thinking we're putting 3 tulle bundles in each section. So we have bar, bar. We're going to put it on that middle ring. So 3 in each section. And then we may be putting 1 in the middle. We're going to check coverage once I get those on there. And we will figure it out. Okay. And then on the body, we're doing the black on that middle ring, and then we're going to bring the white all up into the center for the center of the penguin. Okay, so that's the plan. Now let's see if we can bring it to fruition. All right, so the easiest way, take your mesh, take your frame, run your tool right through there. That way it's not hopping in anywhere or everywhere. Good morning, everybody. So I have just a 4-inch piece of hard plastic for the black. I'm just going to gather it and we're going to wrap it 10 times. Now, this is glittered tulle, and the glitter gets everywhere, y'all. So just to warn you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're just going to cut it. And I'm going to take it off. And I'm keeping my finger, it's right here, where I pull that off. And we're just going to zip tie it. Just like that. So that's how I make the black tulle bundles. We'll make the white when we get to that next part. If you have the black tulle with glitter, make sure you have some wipes handy because it gets everywhere. Good morning, good morning. All right. So we are going to go ahead and put our tulle bundles in. So I'm wrapping it right around that middle bar. Just like that, and attaching it to the middle bar. Okay. Good morning, everybody. I'm reminding myself in my head what we were doing. You wish you could be like girl. So doing that zip tie down there keeps it nice and tight. So you don't have to worry about trying to keep your mesh bundle, or I'm sorry, tulle bundles together. So I'm thinking 3, but we'll see. Y'all, I'm winging it, so you never know. You never know. I'm having a good morning. I am. I had most of this prep done yesterday, so easy. Oh, it's easier. We are attempting to make a penguin. Thanks for floating my boat. I appreciate it. We used 4-inch, wrapped it 10 times for this tool. When we get to the white, it's going to be a little bit bigger. One, two, three. Because the white is a little thinner and we're going to need more to cover the grid inside. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then take it apart after. What? I'm putting the bundles in the middle, on the middle bar, 3 in each section. Lord, look at all that glitter. Hold on, I lost where my middle was. There it is. And then we will look, we'll put the face on and then see what it looks like, which means we'll have to cut these bundles and see if we need to add any to that top grid. Does that make sense? You're just going to have to hang in here with me on this one, y'all. What y'all do this weekend? Anything fun? Exciting? Or were you just plain lazy? Because that's what I wanted to be, was lazy, but that didn't happen. A penguin. I'm doing 12 right now, but we may end up putting more in the middle. Now this is a zip tie cutter, so it tightens and cuts as zip ties all at once. All right. All right, let's lay our tool back down. We're gonna put the face on. So this is the little penguin face we're using. 2 days running your all kinds of errands. It happens. All right, where is my, oh, right where they're supposed to be. Right where they're supposed to be. So I'm using a jewelry punch to put holes on each side. It just goes right through. And then we can take our pipe cleaners, run them right through those tiny holes. That was a zip tie cutter, so it tightens and cuts your zip ties all at once. Now I am using the 6-inch face. You could also use the 8-inch face if you just wanted to do the face itself. When are you starting Christmas ones? Those, the Christmas kits will come within the next 2 to 3 weeks. All right, so we're just going to center our little adorable penguin right on that grid. Well, I'm attempting to. Tightening it from the back. Good morning, good morning. That was a jewelry punch. So it's got a little, I don't know if you can see it, a little punch right there. And when you bring them together, that's what pokes that hole right through. Okay. All right, so we have our face attached. Now we're going to cut these bundles and check coverage. So we may, before I start this, so we have bar, so this is one section. So I may come up in the middle of each of these and put another thing of tool bundle, okay? But we're going to see what this looks like. Let me get some sharper scissors. Don't know why I grabbed those. TikTok is asking how mom's doing. Mom's doing good. She's at her day program. So she goes Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays now. So this is her second week of going 3 days a week. And I did notice a difference over the weekend. So it's definitely helping so she doesn't have that long 4-day weekend. Now I did these at 4 inches. So we're going to see how this looks once we get this fluffed up. She's really liking it. Okay, let's fluff that up. Now, because this is a glitter tool, you can see that it does kind of stick to itself. So I can see, oh my God, that's so stinking cute, y'all. But I am going to need to put that tool right on the grid as well. I can tell already. Good morning, good morning. Lord, the glitter. So you can see I'm just kind of pulling it up. It's going to be adorable. Just stay with me. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to put one in between each of those sections and see if that's enough. Okay, so I'm taking it right around that bar into that first square. Now I did account for 16 because I kind of figured we would need to add to the grid. So I'm just planning on doing one, but that may change. I know, it's going to be so cute. I was actually going to use mesh, but then I was like, let's use tulle. I'm just trying to go right in between, right in the middle, and I'll turn it over in just a second. Look at all the glitter on his little face. I didn't realize this was glitter tool until I had already opened it, and I was like, okay, we're using it now. Looks Chilly Willy. Did you use mesh? What? Nope. This is tulle. I'd started cutting the mesh, but then I was like, because if we used mesh, it would have sat up. You can see I did start to cut the mesh, but it would have sat up really high. And with the tulle, I can actually measure. See? I can actually measure how much, or the height of the tulle. So that's why I went with the tulle. Okay, so we've got, you can see here, we've got bar, bar, one in the middle, bar, bar, one in the middle, 1 and 1. Right now we're up to 16 bundles. 16. But if you don't want it as tall, then do like maybe a 2 or 3 inch bundle. Instead of the 4 inch. So I used 4 inches. How much or what, Amy? What you asking, girlfriend? Isn't it cute? Definitely going to need a good trimming. And I'm thinking we're going to need some more tulle bundles right here around the face. So what I'm thinking is we may go in every bar section and put another bundle, but I'm not going to do that right now. We're going to wait and see. Oh my God. We're just going to wait, and we may add that at the end. So there's this hat. It's not decorated yet, but I just wanted to see. All right, we're going to put this part aside for now. And we're going to work on, look at all that. Can y'all see all that? What a stinking flipping mess. So here we're doing the same. We're putting black on that middle ring, and then we're going to fill this top grid with white. Okay. So I used 4-inch piece of hard plastic and wrapped it 10 times for these bundles. Hey, hey, Diane, where you been, your friend? These are the 10-inch Wreath of Joy frames, yes. So you can get these frames from Wreaths of Joy. And if you've never ordered from them before, you can use Michelle 10 in the discount bar at checkout, and it'll save you 10%. Sorry, TikTok. I'm trying to pay attention to answer your questions. But y'all do have Dana as a moderator, and she probably knows just as much, if not no more, than I do. Can you show us how you made the bundles? Yes. I believe I left one more to show y'all. And then I'll show you how to do the white, because that one's a little bit, it's the same, but we just wrapped it more because it's white. What's up, Angie? 1, 2, 3. Y'all, I have to put them aside because y'all know I can't count. Thanks for floating my boat. I'm not lying. I no lie. Good morning. I hear the press. Taylor's down there working on orders from the weekend. Well, from yesterday. I think I was caught up till yesterday. Good morning. Good morning. To learn how to count, she didn't learn anything exactly. I can count. It's just not my strong suit. Would you rather me learn how to count or come live with y'all? What you want? But I think just doing maybe that, if you just wanted the face, I would maybe get the 8-inch penguin face, and you could do it the same way, and then you wouldn't need the white. But I had to try to do the whole body, man. Thanks for floating my boat. Now the black here, I am not going to cut until we get all that white in. Okay, so we have 3 per section. Just spread those out a little bit. Now we're going to add our white right to the grid. So I'm adding, so we have bar. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to fill in that middle as needed. Okay, so that's the plan on that. So I'm going close to the bar, maybe a fingertip. Use your fingers, y'all. Use what you have. So we're going to add here. And here. That's a good thing about these, is you can literally add anything anywhere. And then we'll go, once we get to that middle, I'll go right in between these until that center is, are the bundles smaller on top? Nope, they're the same. Exactly the same. Okay, so that's how we have that. All right, for the white, y'all, I got to clean this up again. My table ain't never been this clean. I've used so many wipes on these. Ugh, see? Ay. Hi, Mickey. Every time I say that, my grandma, that's what she used to say. Hi, Mickey. Okay. Look, now it's all over my pants. What are you going to do? All right, 4-inch piece of plastic. You can use cardboard, whatever you want to use. And of course, I've got all my, nope, I've got another one right here. So tip, put your tool right inside your frame, y'all. That way it doesn't bounce everywhere. Now for the white, because it is thinner, right? I am wrapping it 20 times. So I just put that cut tool right there at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Go ahead and cut that off. Grab you a zip tie. It makes life easier, I promise. Grab it off, run that zip tie right through that middle to hold that bundle together. Just like that. And then cut off that zip tie. So there is the white mesh bundle. So the only difference, it is still 4 inches, but I wrapped it 20 times instead of 10 like I did the black. Okay. When buying from your website, if you don't finish purchase, does the cart go empty? My website does not hold orders. So say there's 2 products left, or just say for easy, say there's 1 product left. Even if you have it in your cart, if somebody goes and adds it to their cart and they check out before you, then they get it. And unfortunately, your cart goes empty. Yeah. All right. So adding the white. Got this one all kinds of jacked up. Do y'all like working with tulle? Now, I'm not clipping it until we get them all on there. I only did the other one first because I wasn't sure if it was going to cover. So that's the only reason I cut those others before I added the rest of those bundles, because I wasn't sure about coverage. Hey, hey. We're doing a penguin, or I'm attempting a penguin. It is fun. I promise it's fun. The only thing is, and Dana will tell y'all TikTok, tulle and mesh do not get along. They will stick and it will drive you nuts. As y'all will see next week, because next week I have the clown kits coming out. But I will show you a trick on how to keep them from sticking to each other. Okay. But tulle and mesh do not like each other. Sorry, I meant using a chip clip. Oh, yeah, I did not do that because these bundles are so small. I did not do that. You're right. I usually do that. What Gay is talking about is usually I will take and run a clip right through there, so I know exactly where the top of that bundle is. But these are so small, it was getting on my nerves to try to do that. So that's why I didn't. But you can for sure if you want. Okay, so let me show you from underneath. You can see I put 2 in between each section. So now I'm going to go right in the middle of each of those. So we're going to put 4 more and then put 1 right in the middle. And I think we're going to be fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 right in the middle. All right, section, about a fingertip up. Doesn't have to be perfect, y'all. And it may be too much. I won't know till the end. But it's white, so I doubt we're going to have too much. Because we have to have a lot to cover that grid. And then hopefully this week we'll get my new printer set up. Y'all, I got Big Daddy sublimation printer. And that thing's intimidating me. But I had to get a bigger desk to put Big Daddy on. And 1 more. And then I'm thinking we'll just put 1 right in the middle, and that should be perfect. But we'll see when we get them cut. Just the name intimidates you. Yes. All right, so now we're going approximately one right in the middle. Okay. Whew. There we go. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3 on that middle ring, black all the way around. Section 2, 1 in the middle, 2, 1 in the middle, all the way around, and then 1 pretty much in the middle. So now we get to cut. And I'm trying to figure out the easiest way to do this. I just have to use a bigger box. With Tulle, I mean, it's not like mesh and those kinds of things. You can't really squish it. So, because it'll bounce right back. So you would put it probably in a little bit of a smaller box than what you think. Because when you go to box it, it'll all go up. I'll give you a total of both colors at the very end. We'll see how that white fans out real quick because that black has glitter in it. So it makes it a little bit stiffer than a regular Tulle. Trying not to cut myself. These came apart, so I'm trying to, struggling here. I'm struggling. This is why I do use that clip, like Gay said, to clip that other end. But it was just too small for me, y'all. I know some of y'all aren't even breathing, are you? Because you're so afraid I'm going to cut myself. Isn't it cool? Yeah, if you've never played with Tulle, this is the fun part. Especially when we go to do that clown kit next week. All right. And then you'll see me just kind of rub my fingers through that hair, and you'll catch whatever is not cut. So definitely the perfect amount of that white tulle. Now you can see the black is a little bit tougher to fluff because of all of that glitter in there. Thanks, Rebecca. You may be the only one. But you'll be able to tell real quick which ones didn't cut. Dana. Ask Dana how much she loves making those clowns. So that's, yes, this is tulle, not mesh. This is tulle. Oh my God, that body's going to be so cute. I know, it's so fluffy, right? All right, so there's the body. Now we will definitely need a good trimming. And what I do is I'll get my bigger scissors and just trim right along that top and trim whatever needs trimming. Okay, but there's his body. So let's get the top back up here. Now I am going to go in, y'all, and put 4 more of the black right at the bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to cover more of that inside. But right now we're going to keep going. Oh my gosh, look how stinking cute. And then if y'all want to hang out with me, because we are going to go over the hour. So if y'all don't want to hang out, we're just going to keep moving so we can get this guy finished up. So before I zip tie the top and bottom together, let's go ahead and I'm going to show y'all how I do the hat. After I clean up this mess. Again, I'm going to have the cleanest table, y'all. I don't think my table's ever been this clean. All right, so for the hat, I showed y'all last year how to turn a flower pot into a hat of the scarecrow. So we are going to turn this flower pot into the hat for the penguin. So it starts like this, right? Just a regular old flower pot. I use my wood burner to cut straight down the middle. So now we have 2. Then I used black gloss paint that will adhere to plastic. Okay. This pot was like 6 3/4 inches around the top. Okay, so now we have 2 hats, and I forgot to plug in my glue gun. So while that's heating up, I also put a hole down here on both sides so that we could run a cable or a zip tie or a pipe cleaner directly to that, so we can attach it to the frame. Okay, so I'm going to take this, I believe this is 7/8. 5/8. It's 5/8, y'all. I'm going to take this 5/8 inch ribbon, and we are going to glue it right around that rim. So I'm just going to cut a piece of this off. So it's going to sit just like that. And then we're just going to glue a snowflake right to the top of it. We need a skunk face, girl. So that's going to be the hat. I'm going to put that aside while my glue gun heats up. And we are going to go ahead and attach both of those. That way I can add a bow to the middle of this. Okay. So I'm going to turn it over. All right. So I'm going to line this bar with this bar. Just like that. Remind me about the puzzle piece, somebody, please, so I don't lose tickety tock. So I'm making sure all that tulle is pushed in. Okay, now they are zip tied together. What we probably could have done is not put the black right here at the top, maybe those top 2. And I actually, well, I already cut it. No, that won't matter. I may actually take those 2 off and use them up here. Because as you can see, it's kind of squishing that tulle up into that cute face, and I don't want that. So I'm going to go ahead and clip these 2 bottoms off. Let's see if I can do it without cutting my bundle. Hold on, I got to take my glasses off. So 1 and 2. So my bundle is still together, right? Because we zip tied it at the beginning. So that makes it easy. And then we'll use those 2 up here at the top. Oh yeah, much better. Okay, so that tulle's not smushing up into its face as much. So I'm going to take those 2 pieces we just cut off, and I'm going to put them right here at the bar. I will show you once I get it on. That way we have a true count as to how many we need. So I may only need to make one more. I'm watching y'all TikTok. I haven't seen the puzzle piece yet. Maybe it's getting used to me going over. Okay, so I've just added those right to the side. And then we actually may not need one for the top because of that hat. So we'll wait. Okay, that definitely helped. Okay. It's not giving me a puzzle piece, y'all. I'm getting nervous. All right, so we're going to take I'm going to cut that off. Now you can do this. You can either make a scarf or a bow. Maybe we'll turn it into a scarf. What do y'all think? Y'all want a scarf or a bow? Isn't it cute? Y'all want a scarf or a bow? A bow? TikTok saying bow. And Facebook saying scarf. I'm going to cut that off right there. I'm just going to move it to the side. And we will make a bow. Now, if you wanted to make a scarf, I'm going to make a bow, but I'm going to show y'all if you wanted to make a scarf, and I'm just going to zip tie these two right together. If you wanted to make a scarf, what I would do, hold on. Just zip tie that right together, y'all. Is when you wrap that around, make it extra long on both sides, and then kind of tie it up here and use your ribbon as your scarf if you wanted. But I'm thinking we're just going to make, do I have 2.5 inch green? I do not. We use this one. So we'll use both of these in the bow. So I'm 14-inch tail, and I'm only going to do, I'm thinking 1 loop of each. So we'll do a 6-inch. So you try to picture Bozo. And then we'll use a 13-inch tail, and we'll do a 4-inch loop. I hope that was perfect. Perfect. Yep, you could get a kid's scarf. You could get felt and cut it in a strip and fringe the edge. You could do so many things. And I'm thinking we're just going to leave one right over the other. Kind of just like that, just a very simple bow. So you can see mesh does not like tulle. And then I'm just going to wrap that right around that zip tie. And then just cut off that excess. And then slant cut our ends. So much where they won't want to separate. There you go. There you go. That works too. Okay, so he's got a cute little bow. All right, let's see if our glue gun is hot enough. And we're going to take and put just a little dab. I'm going to go ahead and attach my pipe cleaner before I do this. I know I don't need all that pipe cleaner, but when I'm live, I don't like to struggle. I try not to struggle. So we're using the whole pipe cleaner. I'm not done yet, BJ. And we're just going to wrap that right around. I don't like to necessarily put glue on, oh, it's hot enough, on the ribbon, because sometimes you can see right through that glue depending on what ribbon you're using. BJ, don't make me start singing. But if it does slide, you can add a dab of glue right under. What happened to the girl? First the hutch, then the small bow, new plate. I know. Well, it broke. I think I was live when it fell and broke. Okay, so just a very simple bow right there at the top. Now, where'd my snowflake? There's my snowflake. Y'all are supposed to help me keep up with my stuff now. And then I'm just thinking of adding just a very simple snowflake. Now you could add greenery or anything like that. Okay, so flower pot into a penguin hat. Easy peasy. Now all we have to do is attach. Our hat. So y'all know me, I generally go, as I'm looking at, I go to the left of the face. That's just my thing. Y'all can go to the right if you wanted, or right on top, completely up to you. And then we're going to find our way through all this tulle. To the frame. It keeps getting caught on that tool. Okay, now I just very gently pull some of the tulle out of the face. And a lot of times if you just take one piece and pull it, a whole slot of it will go. Oh my God, look how cute. That was my excited growl. I apologize. Now you could always put smaller bundles around that face so that you're not covering up his face. But look how cute it is. I'm thinking you could even use the 8-inch face if you wanted. I'm going to have to go downstairs and print an 8-inch and see what the 8-inch looks like. But isn't it cute? So this is the 10-inch frame from Wreaths of Joy. So I would do one of two things. Put smaller mesh bundles around the face. So these are 4-inch. Oh, there's my other piece. I was looking for that one. I had to cut another one. 4-inch bundles. You could maybe do 2 inches around that face. Because no, we put one just inside on that grid, right? So you could do a 2-inch bundle around that face so as not to cover that face. Or do a 10-inch. But I will go print a 10-inch and I'll take pictures of both of them. Or you could put mesh behind the sign to lift. That's an idea too. Lift it a little bit more. I like that idea. Do y'all know what Angie's saying? So if you put just kind of a bundled up piece of mesh, like that behind that sign, it will lift that sign up off of that grid and sit higher into it. You're so smart. So that's an idea as well. Could just put mesh behind that sign and it'll sit closer to the front. But that bottom half is perfect, y'all. Look, she's adorable. She's cute no matter what. But definitely shorter mesh around the face or a larger sign, or put the mesh under it and bring it up. Okay. BJ, shut it. I don't know till I look at it. See, y'all have a better perspective than I do because I'm looking like kind of from the side. Y'all get to see it like straight down. But so any questions? Thanks. The clown will be similar, but he will have tulle for the hair and then mesh for his collar. So tulle hair, mesh collar, and the clown kits will be out next week. But I do have 4 new kits listed on my website for this week. I listed them early because I will not be live with y'all Friday, but I will do a video and we will still be dancing. So y'all will still see me dancing. Around. Do y'all want to hang with me for just a minute? And I will let y'all know what Susan is saying because I've done it before, but didn't even think about it. Hold on. Hold, please. So, styrofoam disc from Dollar Tree. Hold on, let me bring that back down. TikTok can still see. So I'm just going to loosen these two and see if I can slide. How many times did I wrap it? And see if I can slide them under. Oh my God, that works so much better. Hold on. Hold, please. Susan, you're so smart. Everybody's smarter today. Oh, I just knocked something over. Perfect. Perfect. Much better, right? So it's not sunk in there like that. So I just used, I didn't even take them apart. There's 2 discs in the bundles at Dollar Tree. And I just did that right up under that sign. Now, if I was to keep these there and if I was selling it, I would attach the sign to the styrofoam and then attach the styrofoam to the frame. But just for showing y'all purposes, it works perfectly. His face popped, right? Character boards to lift the signs. Yeah, I've done that too. I just didn't even think about it. But like I said, I mean, I was just winging this thing. So much better, BJ. Celebrate good times. Come on. There you go. Perfect. It's so cute. All right. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? So 6-inch face, or you can get the 8-inch. You like it better? Yes. Yep, that did it. That did it. For sure. All right. So there's the back. That's what the back looks like. So total, let me give y'all totals. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 for the head. I took off those tops. So we did 2. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Black for the bottom. And then total white was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13 total for the white. Okay. The black we wrapped 10 times. The white we wrapped 20 times. Okay. Hello from Denmark. He's perfect. Perfect. All right. that wore me out. Any questions? Thanks, Dana. So 28 black total and 13 white, if Dana can count. Deborah, you can definitely use the 8-inch. But if you want the 6-inch, email me. So that unless Taylor's already, when did you order them? Because Taylor's been down there working all morning. But you could definitely use the 8-inch as well, for sure. All right, any questions? Any questions? Tomorrow, Taylor will be live at noon for t-shirts. She'll be taking orders and then pressing them live with y'all Wednesday on her page. Where did the sign come from? monkeyscreations.com is where you can get the sign in any of the new kits I just listed yesterday. And the hat we made. So if you missed how I made the hat, rewatch the video and it's toward the end if you want to just see how I did the hat. All right. I'm out of here. Y'all have an amazing day. And if you're on Taylor's Live tomorrow, I will see you tomorrow. If not, I will see y'all Wednesday. All right. Bye, y'all.